guys. Full-time PSG 2, Arsenal 1, and that is Arsenal out of the Champions League for second season on the row. So, as you know, so pissed off with this team at the moment, man. So infuriating, yeah. We're going into a semi-final, yeah. A semi-final of the biggest competition in club football, right? Let's just get that one straight. The biggest semi-final, that you can be in club football, right? And I thought first 10 minutes we actually played really well. We actually looked like scoring at one point. But then we switched off and then PSG score and it's just, oh, so fucking long. And from then on we were just piss poor. You know, it was just lackluster. You know, it was poor, it was, you know, toothless. And it's what we've been seeing all season. You know, it's what we've been seeing all season, and it's what's been costing us in these kinds of games. We've been in a semi-final already this season. Like Carabao Cup, you'll remember that one. The 2 days against Newcastle, 4-0 on aggregate. 2-0 home and away. What's that about? I think it was after that game, or sometime during that game, when someone put out a tweet on social media saying Arteta apparently said we're going full force into the Champions League to go and win it. At the time, getting knocked out of the semi-final of the Champions League, of the Carabao Cup, if it meant we went on to win the Champions League, I could deal with it. But we didn't. We're in this situation again. We're in this fucking criticising thing again. Got to ask questions now about what goes on. About the group of players that we have. About the manager. About the backroom staff. Because it's 5 years on the trot now that we haven't got a trophy, and that is absolutely ridiculous. That is literally absolutely ridiculous. United and Spurs will win a trophy this season. Palace or Man City will win a trophy this season. Newcastle have won a trophy this season. And we've gifted Liverpool a trophy. I want to see some fucking major reinforcements in the summer, because I swear down to you, yeah, if we don't get no one in the summer transfer window, anyone that's good, anyway, anyone that knows how to put the ball in the back of the net, someone that knows how to defend, someone that knows how to fucking run with the ball, then just call the season off again. I'm going to call it another trophy this season. Because it's showing me that we just don't care about winning silverware. You know, look back in the days when Arsene Wenger was here. We were winning FA Cups here and there. But it was still a trophy. It was still something to be proud of. It was still success. Successful seasons come with trophies. With Arteta, we're 5 years into this process. Nothing. Arsene Wenger, it took, what, a year to win a trophy? That's it. You look at fucking Arne Slot this season, come to Liverpool, you know, had high expectations of him. Goes and wins the fucking Premier League. Because we fucking gave it to them. Well, at the same time, we didn't give it to them. They fucking deserved it. I can't see what the problem is. Well, I can actually, yeah. It's the things that this manager did in the summer transfer window that has cost us massively this season. You know, I'm not gonna be that one guy who sits here and says we lost last night because we didn't have a prolific number 9. Hang on, apparently a few weeks ago, Mikel Merino was supposed to be better than both of the strikers that are actually at this football club. And last night, people were saying, "Oh, Moreno's shit, this and that," and I'm even hearing people comparing them to the likes of Ousmane Dembele. You're having a fucking laugh, my friend. He's nowhere on the level of Ousmane Dembele, and he never will be. Moreno's a good player to have, but he's not Ousmane Dembele. You know, you look at Dembele last night. He comes on. Do you know what I'm saying? He comes on. He done alright for PSG. He done alright for them. Moreno done fuck all that over the two legs. What more can I say? You know, I'm getting bored to the back teeth now of this group of players that we have, because they're simply just not good enough, and they're not gonna be good, and they're not gonna be good enough either. You know, I've been trusting this process for 5 years. 5 whole years I've been trusting this process, and nothing has changed. It is absolutely ridiculous. You look at the summer signings we made in the summer transfer window. First one, Norberto Neto. Just what the fuck have we done? You may as well have one goalkeeper for the whole season, because he played once, and that was in a Champions League game against Girona. He can't play against his parent club, so he couldn't play on Saturday. Raheem Sterling, don't get me started with him. And then you sign Mikel Merino, probably our best summer signing, and then Calafiori, who can't defend for his life but can score a goal. May as well be a striker then. Do you know what? Them 4 signings right there is the reason why we have not won the Premier League and we've not won the Champions League. Forget the injuries, because you look at January as well. Why didn't we go and sign a number 9? There was Watkins out there. There was Gyökeres actually out there at the time as well. Sesko. You know, Jonathan David. He's another one. Everyone's forgotten about him. Osimhen. No, you stick with Kai Havertz. Then what happens to him? He goes to Dubai and gets injured. Well done, Mikel. Well done. Fucking hell, man. It's just baffling. It really is. It's just really hard to take. You know, I've been supporting this club long enough now to know the pain, to know what pain feels like. It just breaks my heart, you know, at the same time, because all I want to do is get a fucking trophy for this club. And we're going to have to wait 22 years. It's been 21 years now since we won a fucking major... Since we won the Premier League. 5 since we won a major trophy. 21 years since we won a league title. 21 years since we won the Premier League. And we've never won the Champions League. So why I'm starting to ask questions now. I was starting to ask questions at Christmas. You know, before Christmas we played really well. We were winning games, we were getting results. We were doing the shit we had to do. Since January, we've been falling down. The fact we're still second, I don't fucking know. I don't think we're going to finish second. I think we'll finish third. I think Newcastle will finish second. I do think that. But it's just... the club's a joke, you know. The manager is more leaning towards the end of his time than he is to start, you know. I want to see significant changes in the summer transfer window. I do. Because if I see this again next season, I can't see this again next season. I just can't. I can't witness us going into next season, not have signed a fucking forward player, let alone a striker, not have signed a replacement for the likes of Thomas Partey if he's leaving, and not and not have bought another fucking backup goalkeeper who can compete, who is just as good, if not better, than David Raya, so that when we need David Raya for big games, we can play out another goalkeeper. You get what I'm saying? It's that easy. Look, I know it's not easy to sign a player. I get that. I do get that. I was hearing talk a few weeks ago about Christopher Nkunku. No, thank you. He'd be worse than Sterling, trust me. Jesus Christ. And I think Sterling's bad. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, let's go get into the player ratings. David Raya saved the penalty. Apart from that, didn't mean nothing, so 5. Miles Lewis Skelly. Miles Lewis Skelly. Do you know what? I think he was actually right, to be fair. Obviously he conceded the penalty. It was a bit harsh, to be fair, but you know, it is what it is. 3. Kirill. Probably the shakiest he's looked since he's come in. And that game last night shows you how much we actually miss Gabriel and his physical presence and his leadership on the pitch. Kirill weren't on it last night, wasn't on it in the first leg too. William Saliba last night I thought was much better. You know, he looked like his old self again. You know, he's starting to really come into shape now. He's starting to really look like the Saliba we've seen a few months ago. The best I've seen him since Gabriel's injury anyway, and that's a definite. So yeah, Timber, I thought he had a good game. I thought, you know, turned it around from the second leg. You know, I thought, turned it around, from the first leg, because in the first leg he was getting swung all over the place by Kvaratskhelia, and I can't. But he was alright last night, Timber. You know, nothing wrong with him. Probably one of our best players, so probably he'll get a 6. Thomas Partey in the midfield. What are you doing for the Fabian Ruiz goal? Just fucking heads it straight to him. You know what I mean? He's got Saliba this side of him. He's got Rice about here, and he fucking tries pelting it away with his head. Full straight to Fabian Ruiz. It was a great goal, don't get me wrong. It was a fucking wonder goal. But them kind of things are the reasons why we don't win trophies. Them reasons right there. Costing ourselves yet again. He'll get a 3 for that. Declan Rice, I thought, along with Timber, was our best player last night. You know, he was driving the ball well in the midfield. You know, he was just doing what Rice normally does, which is going forward, you know, inverting to the left, inverting to the right. Yeah, it'd be straight up for me. It'd be a 6 for him. Martinelli on the left, I thought I had a pretty quiet game, if I'm honest with you. Didn't really bring anything, didn't really do much, you know. Obviously, he had chances again, which he should be scoring. But, yeah, we don't like speaking about Martinelli and his chances, because the amount of chances this brother's had has been ridiculous, and he hasn't scored any of them. So, yeah. Martin Odegaard, stripped this man from the captaincy. I never want to see him wearing the captain's armband ever again. I cannot believe he is still the captain of this football club. He shouldn't be. How is this man not been stripped off the captaincy yet? You look at Xhaka from his fucking disciplinary issues a fucking few years back. Martin Odegaard should be fucking stripped from this captaincy. Because he's not a captain. Give it to someone who cares for the badge. Gabriel, Declan Rice. Someone that cares. Someone that actually gives a flying fuck. Because this brother don't give a flying fuck. He sits on his wages and that's all he cares about. The money, money, money. He's going on a fucking holiday in a few weeks as well. 1. Bukayo Saka. I'm just saying, if he scores that second chance, it's a completely different game. But we're not gonna get into that. Obviously, he's the only one that scored our goal. The goal was a goal, to be fair. It didn't really mean much. But, yeah. And then Saka will get a 4. Mikel Merino, 3. Didn't do anything. Nothing to do, really. Into the subs. Leandro Trossard, I thought, in the little space he did look better than Martinelli did the whole game. And that says quite a lot. Got the assist for Saka's goal and could have gotten a second assist for Saka as well. So Trossard, I'm going to give him a 6. I thought he done really well when he come on. Calafiori didn't do anything apart from get himself booked. 5. No, sorry, 3. Who was the other one that come on? Ben White. Put a good ball in the box, actually, to be fair. So for that, I'll give him a 4. But yeah, so there we go. It's another game. It's another competition we're out of, isn't it? And it's another season trophyless. It's another trophyless season for the Gunners. We go again next season, hoping to come back stronger. Sign fucking players in the transfer window then, so I don't have to be sitting here on this fucking days like this and thing. Worrying about it. As you can tell, I'm back from Madrid now, so yeah, all sorted now. We go to Anfield on Sunday. Got to give them a guard of honour as well. Going to Anfield on the back of getting knocked out of the Champions League. It just had to be, didn't it? This club, man, I swear to God, it's gonna fucking kill me soon. I swear down. But yeah, listen, like, subscribe, do what you got to do, and I'll see you lot Sunday for the Liverpool game. So yeah, goodbye.